Be me. 27-year-old dude, work at a tech startup in Austin. Decent salary, decent apartment, decent life. Got hired 2 years ago as a junior developer. Worked my way up to mid-level. Thought I was doing pretty good. Then the company hired a new director of engineering. Her name is Clarissa. She has purple streaks in her hair and pronouns in her email signature. First week, she calls an all-hands meeting. Says we need to address the gender imbalance in leadership. There are 4 senior devs, all male. She looks at us like we planned it that way. Announces new mentorship program. Women and non-binary engineers get fast-tracked for promotion. Calls it equity. The senior devs exchange glances. Nobody says anything. Month later, my buddy Derek gets passed over for team lead. Position goes to Amanda. Amanda has been here 8 months. Derek has been here 4 years. Amanda once asked me what an API was. Derek confronts HR about it. Gets told the decision was made to diversify leadership. He asks if his qualifications were even considered. HR lady says qualifications are just one factor. Says lived experience matters more. Derek quits the next week. Takes a job at a competitor. Sends me a text saying good luck. I start keeping my head down. Just code, do not engage. Become a ghost in my own office. Clarissa starts doing weekly diversity seminars. Mandatory attendance. We learn about microaggressions. Apparently asking someone where they are from is violence. I am from Ohio. Nobody has ever asked me. One seminar is about male privilege in tech. Clarissa asks all the men to share one way we benefit from our gender. I say I can reach high shelves without a ladder. She does not laugh. Marks something in her notebook. Next week, I get pulled into a meeting with HR. They say I was reported for making light of serious issues. I ask what issues. They say gender inequality. Because of the shelf thing. I am not joking. I apologize. Say I will do better. HR lady nods like I confessed to a crime. I leave feeling like I need a shower. Things get worse from there. Clarissa implements new code review policies. All code written by women gets reviewed by women only. Says male feedback can be traumatizing. I point out we only have 3 women on the dev team. She says that is part of the problem. Our code quality starts slipping. Bugs everywhere. Amanda pushes code that crashes the production server. Twice. I have to fix it both times. Cannot leave any critical comments. Might be traumatizing. Company loses a major client. Deadline missed because of the server crashes. Clarissa calls emergency meeting. Blames it on toxic male competition in the workplace. Says men were sabotaging women's success. I literally fixed Amanda's code at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. For free. I start applying to other jobs. Quietly. Update my LinkedIn, but make it invisible to coworkers. Go on interviews during lunch breaks. Get an offer from a different company. Better pay. No purple-haired directors. I accept immediately. Put in my 2 weeks' notice. Clarissa calls me into her office. Asks why I am leaving. I say I found a better opportunity. She asks if it is because of the diversity initiatives. I say no. I am lying. She leans forward. Says men like me are the problem. Says I am running away instead of doing the work. Says I am part of the systemic issue. I just nod. Keep nodding until she lets me leave. Last day, at the office. Amanda catches me by the coffee machine. Says she is sorry to see me go. Says I was always nice to her. I thank her. She asks if I can show her how to fix that server thing before I leave. The thing she broke twice. I spend my last 2 hours teaching her basic deployment. Walk out the door. Never look back. Start new job the following Monday. New company is normal. People just work. Nobody talks about privilege or trauma. We ship products. We get paid. We go home. I forgot what this felt like. 6 months later, I checked LinkedIn. Old company had layoffs. 40% of the dev team gone. Clarissa is still there. Posted a long message about how the layoffs disproportionately affected marginalized groups. Conveniently, does not mention she was the one who made the decisions. Amanda messages me, says she got laid off, asks if my new company is hiring. I feel bad for her. Send her the careers page link. She thanks me with a bunch of heart emojis. Couple weeks later, she tells me she did not get the job. Says the interview was too technical. Says they asked her questions about system architecture. Says it felt exclusionary. I do not know what to say to that. Just send a sad face emoji. Move on with my life. New job is good. Get promoted after a year. Actual promotion based on actual work. Feels strange. Almost forgot this was possible. Start dating again. Meet a girl. Named Rachel at a friend's barbecue. She works in marketing. Normal job. Normal person. We hit it off. Third date, she asks about my old job. I tell her the story. About Clarissa and the diversity seminars and the shelf comment. She laughs. Actually laughs. Says that sounds insane. I say it was. She says her company has stuff like that too, but not as extreme. Says she just ignores it. Does her job. Goes home. I say that is the right approach. We keep dating. Things are good. She is smart and funny and does not make everything about gender. We talk about normal things, movies, food, whether hot dogs or sandwiches, important debates. 1 year later, we move in together. Her apartment is nicer than mine. I do not feel emasculated, just happy to live somewhere with an actual dishwasher. Life is pretty good. Then I get a call from my mom. She tells me my cousin Jennifer is coming to visit. Jennifer is 24. Just graduated college. Got a degree in gender studies. Is looking for a job. I have not seen Jennifer since she was 18. Back then she was normal. Liked horses and boy bands. Now her Instagram is all activism. She arrives on a Saturday. First thing she does is correct my mom on using the word crazy. Says it is ableist. My mom looks confused, just wanted to describe the traffic. Dinner is awkward. Jennifer talks about dismantling systems. My dad asks what systems. She says all of them. He asks if that includes the system that makes his pension work. She says that is different. Does not explain how. I mostly stay quiet. Rachel squeezes my hand under the table. Solidarity. After dinner, Jennifer corners me in the kitchen. Asks what I do for work. I tell her. She asks if my company has a DEI department. I say I think so. She asks if they are hiring. I say I can check. I do not check. I know better now. She spends the weekend talking about oppression. In my parents' house. That they own. That they paid off. Working normal jobs for 30 years. Sunday morning, she posts a long Instagram story about how hard it is to be a young woman in America. Filmed in my parents' guest bedroom, with the nice sheets my mom just bought. Jennifer leaves Monday morning. House feels lighter immediately, like someone opened a window. My mom calls me later, asks if Jennifer seemed okay to me. I say she seemed very passionate. My mom sighs, says she worries about that girl. I say I do too. Months go by. Jennifer keeps posting. Got a job at a nonprofit. Makes less than I did at my first internship. Still talks about how the system is rigged. I keep working. Keep living. Rachel and I get engaged. Post it on Instagram. Get lots of likes. Jennifer comments. Asks why I proposed instead of Rachel. Says it perpetuates heteronormative power dynamics. I do not respond. Neither does Rachel. We just block her. Wedding planning is fun. Rachel wants something small. I agree. We book a venue, hire a caterer, invite only people we actually like. My mom asks if we are inviting Jennifer. I look at Rachel. Rachel shakes her head slightly. I tell my mom we are keeping it very small. Family only. She does not push it. Wedding day arrives. It is perfect. Nobody talks about systems or privilege or trauma. We dance, we eat cake, we are happy. Honeymoon in Portugal, drink wine, eat sardines, watch the sunset over Lisbon. Do not check Instagram once. Come home. Back to real life. But real life is good now. I think about my old job sometimes, about Clarissa and her seminars, about Derek who got out first, about Amanda who never figured out APIS. I do not miss any of it. Check LinkedIn one more time. Just curious. Clarissa got laid off. Posted about it. Long message about how she was pushed out for speaking truth to power. Says the tech industry is not ready for real change. Says she is pivoting to consulting. The comments are all supportive. Lots of you go girl energy. Nobody mentions the failed projects, the lost clients, the people she pushed out. I close LinkedIn, delete the app, do not need it anymore. Rachel asks what I was looking at. I tell her. She laughs, says some people never learn. She is right. We make dinner together. Actual food, not takeout. She chops vegetables. I do the dishes. We do not divide tasks by gender. We divide them by who is better at what. Turns out she is better at chopping. I am better at not complaining about dishes. It works. Watch a movie after. Something stupid on Netflix. We laugh at the bad parts. Fall asleep on the couch. Wake up at 3 a.m. Neck hurts from the weird angle. Carry Rachel to bed. She mumbles something about loving me. I say it back. Lie awake for a bit. Think about how different things could have been. What if I stayed at the old job? What if I believed what Clarissa said? What if I thought I was the problem? But I did not. I just left, found something better, built something real. Sometimes the best thing you can do is walk away. From jobs, from people, from ideologies that want you to apologize for existing. I am not sorry. Not for being male, not for working hard, not for wanting normal things. I am just a guy, with a wife, and a job, and a life. That is enough. That is more than enough. Fall asleep. No nightmares about HR meetings, no dreams about diversity seminars, just sleep. Wake up to Rachel making coffee. She hands me a cup, asks what I want to do today. I say nothing. She says perfect. We do nothing. Together. And it is everything. Year later, Rachel tells me she is pregnant. I cry. Not ashamed of it. She cries too. We stand in our bathroom hugging and crying over a plastic stick. Call my mom. She screams so loud I have to hold the phone away from my ear. My dad gets on the line. Says, "Congratulations, son." Says he is proud of me. First time he has said that in years. We tell Rachel's parents. More screaming. More crying. More happiness. We do not tell Jennifer. She can find out on Instagram like everyone else. Start preparing for the baby. Read books. Buy stuff. Rachel sends me articles about parenting. None of them mention trauma or microaggressions. Just practical advice about diapers and sleep schedules. We pick out names. Argue about them. Compromise. It is how relationships work. Both people give a little. Both people get something. 8 months later, our daughter is born. We name her Eleanor, after Rachel's grandmother. She has my eyes and Rachel's nose. She is perfect. Hold her in the hospital. This tiny person. Half me, half Rachel. All potential. Think about what kind of world she will grow up in. Hope it is better. Hope people figure it out. Hope she never has to sit through a diversity seminar about shelf reaching. But even if she does, I will teach her the most important lesson I learned. Sometimes you just have to leave. Find the people who make sense. Build something real. And ignore the noise. The world is loud, full of people who want you to feel guilty for existing, full of people who have theories about why you are the problem, full of people who will never be happy no matter what you do. You cannot save those people. You can only save yourself. So that is what I did. Found a job that valued work. Found a woman who valued me. Built a family that values each other. It is not complicated. People make it complicated. But it does not have to be. Just work hard. Be kind. Find good people. Ignore the rest. That is it. That is the whole secret. I am 30 now. Wife and daughter sleeping in the next room. House we bought last year. Job I actually like. Life I actually want. Sometimes I think about that shelf comment, the one that got me reported to HR. I can still reach high shelves, and now I use that power to get things for my wife, and soon for my daughter. That is male privilege, I guess. Being tall and useful, and not apologizing for it. Clarissa would hate that. But Clarissa is not here, and I am happy. Good night. Go hug your dads.